To connect Easyredmine or Easyproject with your Visual Studio in order to see on the task level the commit messages here. So then we need to fulfill some certain prerequisites. So how to do that? First of all, I would need to activate the connector. So in the Easy there is a setting Git integration. If I will open it and go to administration, so then here are available integrations. So if you click on the plus, so then you can call it like a test GitLab integration, automatically load the repositories. The GitLab is basically my public cloud instance of my repo. And then plus you need to know the token. In order to get the token, you have to go to your GitLab and then to the edit profile, access token, and then add new token, and you have to create basically the new token. You have to call it somehow and enable him the certain operations under the repository through the API. If you will create the new personal token, so then you will just copy it and put it here, right? Once you do that and clicking on the save, so then automatically the connection is configured. So there are certain webhooks which are managing the instant synchronization between GitLab versus Easyredmine Easyproject. So once it is done as a first indicator, you can see, by the way, the repositories are loaded, right? So this is the first indicator that the connection is done. So you will see the certain repositories where your service account from the GitLab will have an access. And now I will show you how to integrate it with even Visual Studio. So my goal is to be operating in the IDE, which is Visual Studio, and under the Git repository. So how to do that? If I will go for the certain repository, so here it is called like FCB Watch. Here are certain files, and then in my Visual Studio, I have activated the connector to the GitLab, right? It's called like a GitLab workflow. So once you will load it, once you will install it, so then you will see the very same, let's say, repository, same as well as, for example, me. So this is the content of the repo FCB Watch from my GitLab, and here you can see, let's say, one file which is here. If I would like to put in here some changes, like for example, free line or empty line, and I will save it, Control S. So these changes are visible here under the repo activity. So by the way, just for reference, here is also this add-on to the Visual Studio for the GitLab workflow. But getting back, and if I would like to connect this change, like a commit message with my task, so I need to know the ID of the task. So in my case, it is 2047, this web graphic. And I will use the reference keyword, like a refs hash ID, and then adding empty line, right? Commit, right? So I will commit the changes and sync the change. And once the connector is well configured with your GitLab, and then also the connector between Easyredmine Easyproject to GitLab, so then you can get back, refresh the page. This is again the task in the Easy. Scroll down, and here you can see like adding empty line. Here is a commit message from the Visual Studio, right?